Hello my dear learners, a very good morning all of you. I am Shashank and I welcome you all on English Medium Prep by Exampur. So students, very good morning and please confirm your attendance, then we are going to start the session. And today in this session we are going to discuss the President of India, who is the head of Union of India. So please confirm your attendance and then we are going to start the session of today. And topic, as it is written on the thumbnail, that is the President of India. And President of India is the head of Union of India. So he is the head of Union and is also the first citizen of India. But for being the first citizen of India, it is just a temporary, it is just a honorary rank. There is no privileges that is associated with it. So there is no privilege that is associated with it, only it is just a honorary rank which is given to the President of India. So President of India is the first citizen as well. So let's start the session, let's begin the session. And topic is the President of India. Let's start the session. Now here is the first question that is before you, and the question is which of the following are the members of the electoral college of electing the President of India. So which is the electoral college for electing the president? First option is all the members of two houses of parliament, all the elected members of the state legislative assembly, all the elected members of union territory assemblies, and governors and lieutenant governors. So who are in the electoral college of the president? 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what is the correct answer? Please read the question carefully before answering. And Vijay, good morning. So which of the following are the members of electoral college of the President of India? So electoral college of the president. Okay guys, let's see the correct answer. First of all the members of the two houses of the parliament, it is wrong. Reason is this ki only elected members of the two houses of parliament participates. Nominated member does not participate. So this option, this option, this option gone wrong. Therefore in one shot we can say 2 and 3. Now let's come to the explanation of this question. Let's come to the explanation. All the elected members of the state legislative assemblies, this is a correct. All the members, all the elected members of union territories assembly, and union territory that is in Delhi, Puducherry and Jammu and Kashmir. So all the elected members of the Union Territory Assembly, they also participate, and all governors and lieutenant governor, they do not participate. Therefore, what will be the correct answer? It will be option B, that is only 2 and 3. So correct answer will be option B, not option A, because it is written all the members do not participate in the electoral college of president. Only elected members of parliament and state legislative assembly. So elected members of parliament and state legislative assembly. Parliament and state legislative assembly, they only participates. Therefore correct answer will be option B, that is 2 and 3. I hope guys that should be clear to all of you. Elected state assemblies also participate, definitely. Elected members of state legislative assembly plus union territories, because in 3 union territories you have the legislative assembly, that is in Delhi, Puducherry and Jammu and Kashmir. So that is written all the elected members of the Union Territory Legislative Assembly, all the members of State Legislative Assembly, they only elected members participate, not nominated. So the important thing is there is elected. And here it is written all the members includes the nominated as well. Therefore correct answer will be 2 and 3. So only option B will be the correct answer. Option 1 is eliminated. So 3 options directly gets eliminated. Therefore correct answer will be option B. Elected MP also participate. So what I have written, elected members of parliament and state legislative assembly plus union territory legislative assemblies. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. Now, let's come to the next question. The Chief Minister of a state in India is not eligible to vote in the presidential election if. So, in what condition a Chief Minister of a state cannot vote in the presidential election if himself is a candidate? Then he is yet to prove his majority on the floor of the lower house of the state legislature. He is the member of upper house of the state legislature and he is the member of lower house of the state legislature. So, in what condition a chief minister of a state does not participate in the election of president? So, timer is already running. First of all, please read the question. They are very good questions. And first of all, read the question properly before answering it. Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys. If I talk about the chief minister, when cannot participate in the election of the president of India, when he is the member of the upper house of the state legislature, that means he is the member of legislative council. So, if chief minister is the member of legislative council, then only cannot participate in the election of the president. Reason is this, guys, ki the president, the electoral college of the president does not include nominated members of parliament plus members of legislative council. It does not include. So, it does not include the nominated members of parliament plus state legislature and elector and member of legislative council. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. If the chief minister is the member of the upper house of the state legislature, cannot vote in the presidential election, and upper house of the state legislature is legislative council, that is defined in article 169 of Indian Constitution. So, if the chief minister is the member of upper house of the state legislature, cannot participate in the election of president. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. Now, guys, let's move to the next question. So, what is the minimum number of electors needed to be proposer of the president candidate? So, if any person wants to contest the presidential election, what is the minimum number of proposer required? What is the minimum number of proposer required to contest the presidential elections? So, if a person wants to contest the presidential election, what is the minimum number of proposer required? Is it 10, 20, 5 or 50? 10, 20, 5 or 50, that I have discussed earlier also, but some of you, due to the lack of revision, they must have forgot this. See, whenever a person wants to contest the presidential election, it does not mean that anyone can contest. For this, minimum support of 100 MPs is needed. Out of this, 50 will be proposer and 50 will be seconders. Minimum 50 will be the proposers and minimum 50 will be the seconder. So, support of 100 MPs is needed, out of which 50 will be proposer and 50 will be seconder. Proposer means ki those MP who will propose the name of the candidate and 50 seconders means ki who will back the name of candidate, who will back the name of candidate, who will back the name of candidate. So 50 proposer, 50 seconders they are required, and these 50 proposer and seconder should be different one. So these 50 proposer, 50 seconder should be different one. It does not mean ki who will propose the name, they will second the name also. So both proposer and seconder should be different. It does not mean ki one who will propose the name, who will also back second the name. So proposer and seconder should be different. Therefore, correct answer will be option C. 50 proposer, 50 seconder for vice president. Total support of 40 MPs is needed, out of which 20 will be proposer, 20 will be seconder, and both should be different. I hope, my dear students, is that clear to all of you? Is that clear to all of you? Is that clear to all of you? So that this type of question, although it's a very good question, but you have to practice this type of question as well, because now the number of candidates are increasing and number of vacancies are decreasing. So they will start moving from the factual part to the conceptual part. So first of all, this type of question you should also practice, and that I have told you earlier, you might have forgotten this thing. So 50 proposer, 50 seconder, both should be different. It does not mean ki who will propose the name, they will back the name also. Clear everyone? So that should be different, 50 proposer and 50 seconders. Now come to the next question. Which house of the parliament, by which house of the parliament impeachment may be imposed on president? So the impeachment process against president can be started in which house of the parliament? That is the question. Is it House of People, Council of State, by any house of the parliament, or none of the above? So in which house of the parliament impeachment may be imposed by President of India? Okay, guys, in which house the impeachment process will be started? If I talk about the impeachment process, impeachment, it is defined in Article 61. Article 61 of the Indian Constitution, and the ground of impeachment is violation of Constitution. Ground of impeachment is violation of Constitution, and it can be started in either house of the parliament. It can be started in Rajya Sabha, or it can be started in Lok Sabha. So it can be started in either house of the parliament. And the impeachment process of president, impeachment process of president is adopted from USA. It is adopted from USA. So it is adopted from USA, that is in Article 61 of the Indian Constitution. It is adopted from US. So correct answer will be option C, by any house of the parliament. So correct answer will be option C, by any house of the parliament. And that is also ki 14 days prior notice will be given to the president, and president can come personally or through advocate of his choice can defend himself in that particular investigating house. So correct answer will be, guys, option C, by either house of the parliament. Now this is a very good question, although a bit factual in nature. Which of the following president was appeared before Supreme Court when Supreme Court was hearing the election dispute of the president? So if Supreme Court is hearing the election dispute of the president, which president of India appeared before Supreme Court? Is it Dr. Zakir Hussain, V.V. Giri, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, or Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy? So this is a very good question, guys, very good question. So which president of India appeared before Supreme Court when the Supreme Court was taking the hearing of the President of India? A dispute that is related to President of India. Okay, Vijay is saying option C. Guys, first of all, let's see the correct answer. Supreme Court can hear the election dispute of the President of India through Article 71. If there is any dispute arises in the election of President or Vice President, the decision of Supreme Court shall be full and final. Now, the correct answer will be V.V. Giri. So, V.V. Giri was the candidate of Mrs. Indira Gandhi in the presidential election after the death of Dr. Zakir Hussain Sahab. After the death of Dr. Zakir Hussain, untimely death, V.V. Giri contested the election. So, the election was between V.V. Giri versus Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. Who was the candidate of the Congress, and V.V. Giri was being proposed by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Election happened. What happened? So the result of election कि V.V. Giri defeated Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. V.V. Giri won the election. So one of the person he filed a case in Supreme Court. कि the Mr. V.V. Giri has influenced the voters of the presidential election. So due to the influence of V.V. Giri, due to the undue influence of the V.V. Giri, the voters who voted in the presidential election gave the vote to V.V. Giri. Although the petition of that person was rejected by Supreme Court, but V.V. Giri has to present in the Supreme Court to defend himself. Therefore, correct answer will be V.V. Giri. So, correct answer will be V.V. Giri. Okay, Saurav, namaste. But he was nominated for the first time. He was not a candidate of the Congress. He was the candidate of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Mrs. Indira Gandhi said to him to contest the presidential election. But Mr. V.V. Giri initially said that Congress has appointed Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. Why you want me to contest the presidential election going against the party? So Mrs. Indira Gandhi said कि don't worry at all. First of all, file the nomination paper. At that point of time, it was not that much 100 MP was needed. So he said that we will support you. Finally, V.V. Giri filed the paper of election paper he filed, nomination paper he filed, and contested against Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. But a person filed a case against V.V. Giri that he has undue influence the voters who are voting in the presidential election. So Supreme Court took this case, but finally the case was rejected by Supreme Court and V.V. Giri continued as the President of India. So this is the whole story कि why V.V. Giri has to present before the Supreme Court for the dispute related to the presidential election. And it is mentioned in Article 71 of Indian Constitution itself कि if there is any type of dispute that arises in the election of president or vice president, the solution will be given by Supreme Court, and whatever Supreme Court says, that should be full and final. So, correct answer will be, my dear students, that is V.V. Giri. And Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, he also became the President of India, but he was the only President of India who is elected unopposed. So, he was elected unopposed. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. And Dr. Zakir Hussain and Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, these two presidents, they died during their term. So, correct answer will be what? It will be option B, that is Varahagiri Venkatgiri. So his full name is Varahagiri Venkatgiri. Dr. Zakir Hussain Sahab and Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, they are the two presidents of India who died during their term. So correct answer will be what? It will be V.V. Giri. I hope, my dear students, everyone has understood the story behind the scene. I hope everyone has understood the story behind the scene. VV Giri also served as the vice president, acting president, then regular president of India. So the correct answer will be option B. Now, very easy question for all of you, कि at least how many days prior notice is required for the impeachment of President of India? कि if the motion of impeachment of President of India is accepted, how many days prior notice will be given to President of India? Is it 7 days, 14 days, 21 days or 30 days? So guys, the correct answer will be 14 days. So at least 14 days prior notice will be given to the President of India so that President of India can defend himself or directly or through advocate of his own choice. So that President of India can defend himself or herself directly or through advocate of his or her own choice. So till now no President of India has been impeached. So this type of process has not been followed yet because no President of India is impeached till now. No President of India has been impeached till now. So correct answer will be guys option B, that is 14 days. Okay, now guys, first of all I will request every one of you to please download the Exampur app. And why I am saying so, what are the features that we are offering in our app? First of all, try to understand that we will be giving you the live paid courses along with the test series, free subject wise, topic wise quizzes along with report card, job alert, admit card and exam date, previous year PDF with solution, then topic wise free live classes. This facility is going to start very soon. So this facility is going to start very soon. Then free full length and sectional test with report card, free exam wise PDF and practice set, daily, weekly and monthly current affairs that is in the form of PDF, and unlimited subject wise practice questions. So these things we are offering free of cost to everyone whosoever download the app. So I will request everyone to please download the app and avail the free facilities that is given to us by you people. Now, how to download this Exampur app? That's very simple, 6-step formula it is. You first of all go to Google Play Store, search Exampur. Once you will find Exampur guys, just you have to click on install, and once it get installed and if you are using it for the first time, first of all register it. Once you will click on register, a small form will be opened before you. Fill your basic details, tick the checkbox and then click on register. Once you will click on register, the app will get registered itself. So that is the benefit of Exampur app. Now let's come to the next question. Now come to the next question. In case of a vacancy arising from any cause other than expiry of the term of the president in office, the election to fill the vacancy must held within 6 months from the date of occurrence vacancy, after 1 year from the date of vacancy, after 9 months from the date of vacancy, or after 7 months from the date of vacancy. So if any type of vacancy arises on the president other than expiry of the term, within how many days you have to fill that, the Election Commission of India will fill the vacancy. That is the question. Please read the question carefully and options before answering. Okay. So Vijay is saying option A, that is within 6 months. So yes guys, it is within 6 months from the date of occurrence of vacancy. So within 6 months from the date of occurrence of vacancy, and that is defined in Article 62 clause 2. So that is defined in Article 62 clause 2 that the vacancy has to be filled within 6 months from the date of occurrence of vacancy, and that is defined in Article 62 clause 2. Yes. And the new president will continue for next 5 years. So the new president will continue for the next 5 years. It is not like that ki the president who will be elected will just complete rest of the term. That president will continue for the next 5 years. For example, within 2 years the vacancy, due to the death of the Dr. Zakir Hussain, the vacancy was created and VV Giri contested the election, and it is not like that ki just VV Giri will continue the term for next 3 years. VV Giri will complete the term for next 5 years. It is not like that ki remaining term will be completed by the newly elected president. The term will be full. So that is ki from 5 years from the date of appointment, VV Giri worked as the President of India. Therefore, correct answer will be option A, and that is defined in Article 62 clause 2. So I hope my dear students, is that clear to all of you? Because some of the students, they think कि the president who is newly elected will complete the rest of the term. It is not like that. The president newly elected will complete the full term. So correct answer will be option A, mentioned in Article 62 clause 2. And the example can be of the VV Giri. The best example is VV Giri. So let's come to the next question. Now, which of the following president exercise the power which is pocket veto in constitutional terminological? So, which president of India used the pocket veto? Very easy question, guys. It is very easy question. Ki which president of India used the pocket veto? Which president of India used the term pocket veto? Very easy question, guys, and this question contains the names of all the presidents who used different types of veto. So veto power, it is mentioned in Article 111 of the Indian Constitution, and we have first veto, that is used by Dr. Rajendra Prasad and R. Venkat Raman. That is absolute veto. Absolute veto was used by Dr. R. Venkat Raman, that is Dr. Rajendra Prasad and R. Venkat Raman. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam used suspensive veto, and Gyani Jail Singh used pocket veto. And he used pocket veto on Indian Post. And he used pocket veto on Indian Post Amendment Bill. (1986), because this Indian Post Amendment Bill was violating Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Therefore, he put the pocket veto, and finally he just cleared that bill. And veto power, what it means? To forbid. And if the president will not forbid, what he will do? He will just sign the bill. So that is, in other words, it can be said as assent of president. Assent of president also. Because assent of president simply means approval of the president, and if president will not give approval, what will happen? President will veto. So both are the same, only the language differs. How the president will give the assent? By signing the bill, or once the president will not give the assent, then he will use the veto power. I hope it is clear, Vijay. I hope it is clear. Okay. So assent of the president or the veto power, technically both are same. Simply in veto power, the president does not signs the bill. After becoming prime minister, vice president, president, then any training happens? No, there is no formal training. So have you heard the training institute of the president of India, where he will take the training? So there is no training institute. All the things that is did by him. So he has a very vast political experience, and there is group of bureaucrats who assist president in different matters. So there is a group of the bureaucrats, there is a proper team of the bureaucrats that helps the president in different matters. So there is no formal training institute for the constitutional post like president, vice president, prime minister. Group of bureaucrats are there, group of IAS officers and different of bureaucrats from different services are there to assist them. So there is no formal training given to them. And what type of training they will take? All the things that is did by the, that is assisted by the bureaucrats to them. So bureaucrats know na the, okay, if they don't know, no problem at all. So bureaucrats know all types of rules and regulation. So there is a group of, there is a team of bureaucrats, that is they are who are working for their benefit, for them. So correct answer will be option B, that is Gyani Jail Singh. And during the time of Gyani Jail Singh, assassination of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, other than this, Operation Blue Star also happened. So Operation Blue Star, assassination of Indira Gandhi, that happened during the time of Gyani Jail Singh. So correct answer will be, guys, option B. Now come to the next question. The President of India does not have right to give pardon, remove a judge of the Supreme Court, declare emergency or pass ordinance. No, okay, it's not funny at all. So there is no training institute. So have you ever heard that this is a training institute of the President of India, this is the training institute of Vice President, although they have a very vast political career. So maximum of things they know, although they have the group of bureaucrats to assist them in different types of matters. So then the what will, if everything will be did by President, Prime Minister, Vice President, so what is the need of the bureaucrats of India? So it is not like that. All the things they are did by the bureaucrats on the name of these officers. Now my question to you is that the President of India does not have right to give pardon, remove a judge from the Supreme Court, declare emergency or pass ordinance. So which power is not being exercised by the judge of Supreme Court? Sorry, by President of India. President of India can give pardon. So pardoning power of President, that we are going to discuss today in the 10-minute show. I will be discussing the pardoning power of the President in 10-minute show that happens on the regular basis. So pardoning power of the President, that is in Article 72. Then declare emergency, that is Part 18, emergency. Then pass ordinance, when Parliament is not in session and remove a judge of the Supreme Court, because removal of the judge of the Supreme Court, the process is started by Parliament, or Parliament can remove the judge of the Supreme Court, and the reason of removal, reason is to proved misbehavior and incapacity. Timing that is of 3:15, that is the 10-minute show 3:15. Process is, reason is proved misbehavior and incapacity. Proved misbehavior and incapacity, that is the reason to remove. And ordinance making power, that is in article 1 to 3, and maximum time of ordinance is 6 months plus 6 weeks. Maximum time is 6 months plus 6 weeks. Therefore, correct answer will be option B, that is the remove the judge of the Supreme Court or High Court. So, correct answer will be option B. Now, come to the next question. Which president of India completed 2 successive terms? Which president of India, guys, completed 2 successive terms? Is it Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Zakir Hussain, or both A and B? So, what will be the correct answer? Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys. Vijay is saying option B, Chantharu saying option B, and correct answer is also option B, that is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and he was the president from 1950 to 1962. From 1950 to 1952 as an interim president, and from 1952 to 1962 as a regular president. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, 1962 to 1967, 5 years. 1962 to 1967, that is 5 years. And Dr. Zakir Hussain, he was from 1967 to 1969. So, not he completed the term of 2 years, in fact. So, just 10 days remaining from the 2 year, he died. So, in 13th May, he got the presidential post, and on 3rd May, 1969, he died. So, he is the shortest serving president of India. So, he is the shortest serving president of India because he died during his term. So, almost 10 days was left to complete the term of 2 years. So, 10 days was left to complete the term of 2 years. At this point of time, he died. Therefore, correct answer will be Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And if I talk about Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, he was the president, he was the vice president who completed the 2 terms, in fact. So, correct answer will be option C. Option B, that is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So, almost for a period of 12 years, he was the president of India. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. Okay, now guys, come to the next question. Now, which of the following president of India who is also known as philosopher king or philosopher ruler? So, which of the following president of India is known as the philosopher president also? Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Zakir Hussain or Dr. Abdul Kalam? So, philosopher president. Philosopher president or philosopher king? Okay, let's see the correct answer, guys. Okay, Dr. Radhakrishnan, and yes, it is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. So, he was a professor of philosophy, and he was the vice president from 1952, 1962, and then president from 1962 to 1967. And Dr. Rajendra Prasad, his birthday is celebrated as Advocates Day in India. Dr. Zakir Hussain, he was the one of the founder members and vice chancellor, that was of Jamia Millia Islamia. Dr. Abdul Kalam, missile man of India. So, missile man of India. So, correct answer will be option A, that is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. So, he was also called philosopher president, or he was the professor of philosophy. Therefore, he is called philosopher president. And Dr. S. Radhakrishnan plus Hamid Ansari, they are the two such president who served the vice president 1952 to 1962. And Hamid Ansari 1960, Hamid Ansari 2007 to 2017. So, correct answer will be, guys, option A. Correct answer will be option A. So, correct answer will be option A. Yes, and he was also Bharat Ratna awardee as well. Now, come to the next question. A bill presented in parliament becomes an act after. So, bill which is presented in parliament become an act if it is passed by both house, if president gives his assent, if prime minister has signed it, or supreme court has declared within the competence of the union parliament. No, no, no. He was former IFS officer, Indian Foreign Service. So, Hamid Ansari along with Meera Kumar, they were Indian Foreign Service officer. They were not IAS officers. Indian Foreign Service, IFS officers. They were IFS, not IAS. Former IFS. Okay. The bill passed by parliament becomes an act when the president signs the bill. So, that is assent of president. That is in article 111. So, that is in article 111. So, correct answer will be, guys, option B. Now, let's see a very good question. He represents the nation but does not lead the nation. This dictum applies to which of the, to whom of the following? So, he represents the nation but does not lead the nation. This dictum is applied to which of the following? Represents the nation but does not lead the nation. who represents the nation but does not lead the nation. Okay. Guys, correct answer will be the President of India. Correct answer will be the President of India, because President is the head of the Union of India. Head of Union of India, so he represents the nation. All the treaties, pacts and agreements that is signed on the name of the President. And the real head is Prime Minister, because he is the head of Council of Minister, and President works on the advice of Council of Minister, and President works on advice of Council of Ministers. Therefore, correct answer will be what? It will be the President, because President is the head of Union of India, but the real head is the Prime Minister of India. But the real head is Prime Minister. So, correct answer will be option B, because all the treaties, pacts and agreements, they are all signed on the name of President. Now come to a very good question कि Rashtrapati Bhavan was designed by whom? So who designed the Rashtrapati Bhavan? So who designed the Rashtrapati Bhavan? Is it Edward Stone, Lee Corbusier, Edwin Lutyens or Tarun Dutt? So Rashtrapati Bhavan, it is designed by whom? Okay, let's see the name of the person who designed the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Guys, Rashtrapati Bhavan was earlier known as Viceroy House. And the construction started in 1912 and construction completed in 1929. So almost it took 17 years to build this beautiful building, and it is located in Raisina Hills, which is a part of Aravalli Mountain. And that was being designed by Edwin Lutyens. So Edwin Lutyens is called the chief architect of Rashtrapati Bhavan, and you will find कि first viceroy to reside in Rashtrapati Bhavan, reside in Viceroy House, that was Lord Irwin. 1926 to 1931 is the time period. So correct answer will be option C, Edwin Lutyens. Lee Corbusier, he designed Chandigarh. So he designed Chandigarh. He designed Chandigarh. So correct answer will be Edwin Lutyens, and it took almost 17 years to construct this very beautiful building. And now the road of the Rashtrapati Bhavan to directly to India Gate, earlier it was called Rajpath, now it will be called as Kartavya Path. So road from Rashtrapati Bhavan to India Gate, earlier it was called Rajpath, now it will be called Kartavya Path. So correct answer will be option C, that is Edwin Lutyens. Edwin Lutyens, he was the chief architect of Rashtrapati Bhavan, and it is one of the biggest residential building of India. Everything it is inside that place. Therefore, correct answer will be option C, that is Edwin Lutyens, and he was from the British architecture. Now come to the next question. In Indian constitution does not empower the president the right to appoint the prime minister, appoint the chief minister, being the supreme commander of the defense forces, executing emergency in any part of India. So out of these four, what thing president cannot do? What thing the president cannot do? Out of these four, what president cannot do? Guys, president cannot appoint the chief minister. So president cannot appoint the chief minister. Chief minister, guys, that is defined in article 164, and it is appointed by governor of state. So chief minister is always appointed by governor of the state. Rest of these can be did by president of India, but not chief minister. Chief minister is always appointed by governor of the state. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. It was an easy question. So that is a repetitive question, guys, ki president of India does not have right to. So that is, I think it is a repetitive question. Earlier we have discussed this same question, ki what president of India does not have the right. The president of India does not have right to remove the judge of the Supreme Court and also the High Court. Also the High Court. So president of India cannot remove the judge of the Supreme Court and High Court. This power is with the Parliament of India. This power is vested with the Parliament of India. Therefore, correct answer will be option B. Okay, now come to the next question, ki President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha on recommendation of. So, on whose recommendation President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha? On the recommendation of Rajya Sabha, Election Commission, Chief. So guys, this question is not 100, so write it as the Prime Minister. So President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha on recommendation of Rajya Sabha, Election Commission, Chief Justice of India or Prime Minister of India. So on whose recommendation President of India can dissolve Lok Sabha? Dissolve means to end Lok Sabha. That is did by the Prime Minister of India. So on recommendation of Prime Minister, President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha. Now, in case of the post of the President falls vacant due to the death, resignation or removal from the office, who will occupy the post? So, if the post of the President becomes vacant, who will occupy the post? Prime Minister, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Vice President or none of the above? So, if the post of President falls vacant, the first choice will be the Vice President of India, and if the Vice President post also becomes vacant, then the Supreme Court judge. So, first choice will be the Vice President, and if the post of Vice President is still vacant, then the Chief Justice of India will be their person. So guys, that is your homework to answer. So this question is your homework to answer. So that is your homework to answer. In case of the post of President of India falls vacant and there is no Vice President, who will become the acting President? So that we have discussed earlier also. That is your homework. So guys, with this we conclude the session of today, and I hope you must have enjoyed the session and found this useful and interesting. So don't forget to like and share the video as well as subscribe to our English Medium Prep by Example. So that's all for the day. Let's meet sharp at 5 p.m. with a new and interesting topic for JCA, which is a mixed question series. Till then, bye bye everyone. Do take good care of yourself.